My boys are a little distracting right now. Okay. So, wait, I need to mute everybody real quick. Hey, girls. Hey. Okay. So, tonight I wanted to talk to you guys. So, I don't know if you guys saw my my post in the team call, but in honor of Starship, if you guys ever seen the movie Mannequin, it is the theme song. And yes, I'm taking it back to the 80s because I'm an 80s baby and that's how I roll. But one of the verses is, let's build this. Stop it. Sorry, I was talking to my child. He's gagging because he's eating white cheese tonight. That is the same exact as yellow cheese, but it's a different color, and so he thinks he needs to gag. Picky mom problems. Anyways, so in the theme, or in one of the lyrics is, let's build this thing together. And the reason that I thought about this is because recently I stumbled up, and by stumbled, I mean Joelle Matson from Misfit Republic sent me this video. She's like, girl, you need to watch this video. It's going to change, you know, the way we run our business, the way we help our teams, everything. So she sent it to me, and I'm like, okay, well, if Joelle's going to reach out to me and make me watch something, I'm going to drop everything that I'm doing. So I literally stopped whatever I was doing that day, and I sat down and I watched this. Everything okay? I watched this 60-minute video, and I took like 5 pages of notes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make a video on this. I need to make a video. So I don't know if any of you guys are my friends on Snapchat, but I sent it to a bunch of people. I'm like, if you want to learn blah, 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 message me. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to send it to a select few. I'm going to host a team call about this. So the reason why I came up with the lyric of the song as the topic or whatever, because it's about bonding together. And you guys know, like, especially the last few weeks, we've been talking about like coming together, working as a team together, because I think a lot of the times that we feel like it's more an individual thing, like we have to get ourselves to Emerald, or we have to get ourselves to Success Club, or we have to, oh sweet baby Jesus. Do you need help? Okay. We think it's so much as an individual thing, and I think we often get, oh, your daughter does the same thing? I'm glad I'm not alone. But I think we often find it's so much an individual thing. And so when we start struggling, or when life happens, or, you know, school's starting, so we need to do all this stuff for our kids, or sports, or, you know, life, or we get extra hours onto work, or whatever, we always end up thinking it's like an individual thing, right? And then we get overwhelmed, we get discouraged, we get pushed back, we feel like we're failing, we feel like we're disappointing our upline or success partner or coaches or any of that. And the thing of it is I really, really, really want you guys to focus on the fact that this is a team, and you are not and never will be in this by yourself. Okay, that's first and foremost the most important. So if you feel like you're struggling, reach out. If you feel like, or if you know you've done something good, like that made yourself proud, you know, like maybe you stuck with personal development for 30 minutes every day for Monday through Friday, and you were, you know, very proud of it. Reach out to people, let them know, give yourself a shout out in the team page. Y'all know that Unstoppable Misfits is not about being vain and vanity. Like, no one's going to be like, oh girl, you post another selfie. Oh, how dare you? No, we're not like that. You can give yourself your own shout out. You know, one of the 4 vital behaviors is recognition, and it doesn't say that you cannot recognize yourself. So recognize yourself for the small successes too. And I think when we start doing that, you're going to feel like more team camaraderie because everyone cheers each other on, and that's how it goes. So anyways, so I know this video, I know Corinne watched this video, and Cindy had watched this video. And side note, apparently Cindy sent me this video way before Joelle did, and she sent it through text message, so I never pay attention to like videos sent to me through text message. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get to that later. And if I don't write that shit down, it doesn't happen. So anyways, and you know, Corinne, if later on you want to touch, where'd she go? She's in here somewhere. I just saw her. But if you want, oh, I see you. If you want to touch on some stuff and share later on, feel free to jump on it. But okay, So the thing of it is, it's called the 500 PV model. If you guys don't know what PV is, it's personal volume. And this is talking about months long. Now, the thing that I love, I'm going to break it down for you guys, but the thing that I love about this is that I think corporate from Beachbody has gotten so focused on recognition of Success Club and Emerald and Elite and, you know, all this ego boosting, you know, like the silver shiny objects, right? And so we, you know, and those are great, grand, and wonderful. But I feel like when we're striving to hit Success Club, or we're striving to hit Emerald, or we're striving to hit this, or we're striving to hit that, you know, I mean, not Emerald, but like Success Club and things like that, like we start losing focus on actually helping the customers as a customer. You know, like how many times have you guys gone into a new month and you're like, or at the end of a month and you're like, I have not hit Success Club yet. I need to help 3 people right now. I need to do it right now. Why are you doing it? Because you want to hit Success Club, right? But the way that this model was broken down is it's not about Success Club. If you're focusing on hitting 500 PV every month, then you won't care if someone doesn't get a challenge pack, that you're helping them with a program, or that you're helping them with just Shakeology, or you're helping them with, you know, the all access pass or whatever. You take the importance off of the Success Club and you give them different options because you're focusing on them. And I know I've talked so much about taking you out of the outcome, right? Taking you out of the equation. But I think also sometimes that we forget to do that. So I'm gonna break it down to you guys tonight, how it's going to be easy for you, and then you're not going to feel like, but, you know, like you're just running around with your head cut off and you're not getting anything in return. Okay. So first thing first. So a 500 PV coach, if you are actually in this business to be a coach, to be serious about it, I want this to be your goal. So write down on a piece of paper, right, I'm going to be a 500 PV coach. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Danny, I love you so much. All right. So a 500 PV coach, they are the heart and the lifeline of your entire team. And what I mean by that is you can always count on these people for showing up on team calls. They're going to go to Super Saturdays. They're going to be the biggest challenger in your challenge groups. They're always going to be welcoming new coaches. If someone posts a question in the team page, they're going to be answering it. They're showing up, not just for themselves, but for other people. They live the 4 vital, I don't know what you're doing, Angie. You just look like you were like, like spidey webs. They live the 4 vital behaviors. So you do personal development. You're a product of the product. You listen, or you connect with people every day, and you do recognition. And remember, I did just say, recognize yourself. Heyo. You learn to invite, and you're confident with inviting. And how you become confident is, first off, you be the best challenger that you can be. Because y'all know once you get sidetracked on your own journey, your confidence goes out the window, right? And how are you going to confidently invite someone to join you on your journey when you're not feeling so good yourself, right? So first you got to be the best challenger that you can be. And then you got to say, hey, look what I'm doing. Come with me. Like, this is freaking awesome. I'm loving Shift Shop. I'm loving Shakeology. I'm loving Unstoppable Misfits. Whatever it is that you're talking about, come with me. You got, bless you, you got to learn to ask questions. Not just, and here's where the confidence comes out, right? Not just, hey, how have you been? But how's your health? How are you feeling? How are you doing lately? We as Beachbody coaches need to start answering or asking hard questions. Because if all you're doing is sending out, hey girls, hey girl, what's up? Hey girl, what's up? We're being too surfacial. You know, if you see someone struggling, reach out to them and be like, how are you truly doing? Hi, Caitlin. I'm so sidetracked right now. I don't even know what's going on. You know how to help someone find the healthy formula, which is exercise, a Beachbody program, the All Access Pass, the nutrition, the meal plan that goes with whatever workout they're doing, and support, challenge groups, one-on-one support. Maybe you use Marco. Maybe you use text messages. Maybe you use voice texting. There's a bunch of different things that you can use for one-on-one support. Here's another one. You nurture your connections and your customers. You nurture them. Just like if you are hanging out with your best girlfriends, you give them compassion. You give them empathy. You don't harp on them because they skipped a workout, but you use tough love because they're your friends, right? Like if you have a buddy that keeps coming to you and they're like, oh my God, I'm so broke all the time. I'm so broke all the time. But yet your friend can't stop buying Coach bags and Louis Vuitton and all this stuff. And you're like, okay, girlfriend, why do you think you're broke all the time? Because you're spending your money on stuff that you don't need. You'd give her tough love, right? So why can't you do it to your connections and your customers? Love them toughly. You got to start being product and company confident. What does that mean? You have to be able to talk about the products, or at least whatever program you're doing, confidently. And this goes back to being the product of the product, being a challenger, because if you are not actually invested in the program, if you don't know about the meal plan, that means you're not doing it. That means you can't confidently talk about it to other people. So you need to be confident in the program, the products that you're doing, and the company itself. What is Beachbody? What is Beachbody besides being the creators of fitness programs and Shakeology? What do they stand for? Do you guys know the mission statement of Beachbody? Anybody? I'm going to wait until someone posts it in the chat. Someone has to know the mission statement. Believe in your shit is good, but it's to end the trend of obesity. Okay? That is the mission statement. We as coaches, we should all have our own vision, our own mission, our own reason why we're doing this. My mission statement myself, and I want to duplicate it and pass it on to you guys, is I want to empower women to find their inner strength to become unstoppable. Whatever that inner strength is for them, whatever becoming unstoppable is for them, that's my mission, which ties into Beachbody's mission. And I'm confident talking about it because I live it. I breathe it. I am the best challenger in my challenge groups. I am invested in my personal wellness, which is personal development, my morning affirmations, my daily goals. Back on track with those. I'm being humble and I'm being honest because I got sidetracked on not doing my affirmations every day. But it's all about being confident in those things so you can talk about it confidently. You know, like last week, Cindy talked about how, you know, some people stop talking about Beachbody when they stop working it, right? And she talked about how I could be anywhere, at the grocery store, at a get-together, whatever, and it just comes out of my mouth naturally. Because it's not that I'm confident and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a 5-star diamond coach. I could talk about Beachbody. No, it means that I'm confident in what Beachbody has given to me and that I love it so freaking much that I can't stop talking about it, right? So if you talk to someone, if they point out all your produce in the line at the grocery store, talk to them about their choices. Oh, I see that you got kale. What are you making with that? Oh yeah, I'm doing blah, 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 blah with this, you know. Okay, so the next step, moving forward as a 500 PV coach, that means you are getting 500 PV every month, okay? I want you guys to think about that. Personal volume, you could track in your coach online office under your volume in the My Business tab, just in case you guys don't know. I'm horrible at slideshow or at slides. I could have asked my girl Jill to whip up some slides, but she had to work today. But yeah, I know I'm such a peacock. That's why you guys love me. Oh yeah, if I'm talking to people in the grocery line, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk about rank here for a moment. And the reason I'm talking about rank doesn't mean because I want your upline to go diamond or I want me to go up a higher rank. I want you guys to understand the importance of rank, of emerald. First off and foremost, emerald. So emerald is your first business milestone. That means you're not just being a hobby coach or a coach at your own convenience or a coach that wants to work the business but gets sidetracked easily. An emerald coach is you're obviously purposely, intentionally moving your business forward. That means you have two coaches, one on each leg. And this is the cornerstone of your business. The purpose of going emerald is, for one, you start getting free customers through Beachbody. Two, you start making team cycle bonuses, which is an additional income besides your commission that you get from products and programs and blah, blah, blah. But the thing of it is, I think that when we as a team, and I've done this too for 5.5 years, when we get to a certain rank, we focus all of our attention on our coaches. But the thing of it is, now what I want to do moving forward, I want to help you guys get to emerald. I want to help my PS coaches get to emerald. And then I want them to help their coaches get to emerald. We are going to turn into an emerald building factory. And we're all going to be 500 PV coaches. Okay? Let me break it down here real quick. I'm going to be truthfully honest. Who is a Beachbody coach for a reason that has absolutely anything to do with income? Anything at all. Don't be shy. Okay, everybody. It's fine. It does not make you dirty. It doesn't make you gross. I promise you it's completely fine, because let's be real. We want to do something that we love, that we're passionate about. My hair is that we're passionate about, that we love doing, that we get excited about doing, but also, helps us live financially free, right? So the way I'm breaking this down to you tonight, you could be, oh, thank you, Danny. You could be earning, hold on, $3,500 a month. Can anyone use an extra $3,500 a month? Okay. All right. So get this. So let's say in September, you go emerald. Everyone's a coach right now. We're thinking basic. We're all coaches. Next month, we're going to go emerald. Me, or you, and your two, oh my God, you screenshot her slides. That would be awesome. But I'm probably going to be bouncing all over anyways, but I will share the actual video if you guys want to take the hour to watch it. I will share the entire video with you guys. Because you'll probably catch more things than I've shared with you. Anyways, and they may make more sense because I'm a peacock and I just fly out of the seat of my pants with some shit. So you think about you being emerald. So you are a 500 PV coach. Both of your coaches that you have signed are now 500 PV coaches. Okay. Think about what that's going, and I'm not going to explain team cycle bonus. If you want to know what that is, look in the coach online office or on YouTube. But you want to help your coaches become emerald. So the next month in October, both of your coaches are going to go emerald. And why not? You're going to go emerald again because you want to continually build your business, right? Because what? You're confident in talking about the business. You're your best challenger. So you're getting awesome results that you can't help but talk about on social media and maybe in the line at the grocery store or whatever. So you're confident. You're confidently moving and you love this company. You love this team so much that you can't help but invite people to it, right? It's not like you're doing it out of obligation. It's not like you're doing it because you want to hit success club. It's not like you're doing it because you want to hit emerald or diamond or whatever. You're doing it because you're confident in this and you love what it's done for you and you want to pay it forward. That's all it is. So we need to come up with a simple plan. What we are doing to move forward to get to emerald. And then we need to be able to duplicate it with our coaches. So that's another thing that you need to be confident about, right? You need to be confident when it comes to inviting. So it's easily duplicatable. Wow, that sounded too hard for me. To your coaches that you are signing up. You want to continue to build an emerald tribe. Okay. And Corinne's going to, no. Corinne, you actually, damn it. I should have done slides. See, this is where I'm really bad. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. My weaknesses are PowerPoints and slides and stuff because I just need to see. Okay. Corinne's opening the Google or added the Google Docs right now. Here, you know what? I will open it up and I'll screen share if I can. Why can't I do it? Hold on.
So I didn't screenshot every single one, but I did screenshot the ones that are about the sort of like the graphics.
Okay.
Which I think are one of the ones you want to see anyway, right?
Right.
And I've seen them before.
Okay.
It's not very pretty or anything, but it's.
Oh, I got it. Okay, here it is. Let me screen share. Thank you, Corinne. You're the bomb.com. Okay, can you guys see this? Okay. I need some faces on the side so I at least see it, that I'm talking to people. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, building an emerald tribe. So if you guys can see in the middle, you get 500 PV a month. Your coaches each get 500 PV a month. Their coaches each get 500 PV a month. And their coaches get 500 PV a month. Okay? So there's something going on. Are you okay? Sorry. So this could mean $3,500 for you a month. If you have 2 coaches and that means 3 team cycles, that's $167. If you have 2 coaches and they each have a coach, that's $265. And if you have this diagram right here where it's you plus 2 more plus everybody has 2, which means everyone's emerald, that's $447 a week. So, I mean, I got to stop sharing this for a second because I need to see y'all faces. Oh my gosh, gallery view. This is a mess. So that means, and I know, like, I don't want to overwhelm you guys by any means. And I'm sure Milan, who actually is the very first coach of Beachbody, mind you. So she's been around since Carl created this company. But so if you think about going emerald, I'm jumping all over the place. I apologize. You want to become, it's called Diamond Strong. And you can earn, if you have that emerald tribe of 12 coaches or of 8 coaches, okay, that's $3,725 a month. If you have 12 emeralds, that's $5,400 a month. $5,400 a month. That's $5,000 a month. Do you guys get me? That's 5. Okay. All right. So now the first things first, we got to talk about mindset. Yes, that is a lot. So this is what I loved so much about this. Number 1 is we have to meet the customers where they are. We have to meet them where they are. Number 1, how we do that is we create raving customers. We want customers that can't stop talking about what it is that they're doing. They love the challenge group so much. They love the community so much. They love their results and their progress so much. They can't stop talking about it. I know you guys seen those people on Instagram or Facebook and you're like, oh my God, are you a coach? No, I'm not a coach. What? Why? Why do you ask? Because you're so inspiring. You're motivating every day. You're sharing your journey. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Those people out there. You want people like that are in your challenge group, that are so focused on their journey and so excited on their journey with you that they can't stop talking about it. And then that leads into number 2, creating customer influences. This is people that are going to be posting outside the challenge group that are going to be influencing, inspiring other people. And then they're going to be asked, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, you know, what program is this? How did you get those results in 3 weeks? And you can do this too by, like Jill talked about 2 team calls ago, how she shares on IG, you know, you could share Woman Crush Wednesday and you can share someone's progress, or follow Friday and you could share someone's progress, you know, and get them wanting to talk about it out in the open. And then number 3 is create revenue per customer. And that's how basically it's a referral process, because if they're talking about it and they're talking about what it is that they're doing, or people are questioning, and then you're like, feel free to tag me. If any of your friends have, you know, questions or whatever, they could tag. And then they can tag you. You can feel free to answer any questions. But here's the thing of it. Instead of trying to take over those people as your customer, answer them publicly like you're helping that customer. And then you can reach out to that customer and you can be like, hey girl, you know, instead of me helping them, why don't you sign up as a coach and we can help them together? Do you guys understand that process? Think about it. Okay. And then here's one of the quotes that I wrote down and like highlighted 1,000 times. Rather than become a Success Club machine, dig into your customers' needs. What do they need? And I know I've always talked to you guys, and like some of you guys are brand new, which never heard of this. So you guys can go back in the Team Unstoppable Misfits team call, or maybe I'll post it later in the big team group. But I've always talked about breaking down the packages. If they want the 21-day fix, if they want Shift Shop, if they want Quarter Force, whatever program it is, I've always broken down the 3 packages. You know, if it's the program, the challenge pack, the kickstart, or now the all access pass. You break them down and you show them the value that they get in each, because not everyone's going to want Shakeology. Let's be real. I think they're crazy. They'll come around soon because my girl Danny did. But some people don't want that. Some people honestly cannot afford it. So you need to think about what it is that your customer needs and give them the options other than just signing up with a challenge pack. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Help them with Beachbody's healthy formula. Talk about how fitness is fun. Yes, I want you guys sharing on social media that it's not all easy. I don't want you thinking, or I don't want you making other people think that it's cake, because when they start to struggle, they're going to think you're Wonder Woman, and they're not meant for this. So yes, share your struggles, but also make it fun. Don't always talk about how you're dreading your workouts every day, or, you know, this, and this. Talk about how it's fun. Do something that you love to do. Don't do a program that you absolutely hate, because chances are you being the best challenger in a program that you're going to hate, it's not going to happen. So find something that you love to do. Keep nutrition simple. There are the perfect portion container control system. Holy shit, say that 5 times fast. Those are guided in all of Beachbody programs, guys. You can use them and keep it simple. Share your recipes in your challenge groups. Share your recipes on social media and IG stories and Snapchat, everywhere. Share them. Even highlight, what you can even start doing is highlighting your challengers' recipes and share them in your IG stories, or simply on Instagram or Facebook. And have community support and help people get results with the community. You know, I've been telling my challengers, like, hey, listen, my VIP accountability group is for you to keep yourself accountable, and it's also for you to be everyone's cheerleader. We're all in there working towards the same goals, and we all need cheerleaders, because we all know what it's like to be by ourselves, alone, on our own journey, right? And it's hard. So I talk to them like, you're going to be a cheerleader. And so they're feeling like, hey, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be a cheerleader. And so you talk about that community support, and guess what? We all know what it's like being on our own, trying to get somewhere in our own fitness journey. But then we team up with a buddy, or we team up with a group, and we hold ourselves accountable. And if Friday your boss brings donuts, you check in your group and you're like, oh my gosh, you guys, I need some help. Everyone chimes in and says, be strong, and gives you words of encouragement. And then guess what? Next week you're down 3 pounds. The week after that, you're down 2 pounds. You're getting support. You're getting encouraged. You're getting results. You're getting progress. And it's all thanks to the community support. So you've got to talk to them about how those 3 things are so important, whether they get a challenge pack, whether they get Shakeology. So here's idea number 1. Teach the find your healthy formula. Okay? Talk about your favorite way of exercising. Ask your people, what's your favorite way of exercising? Do you love dancing? Do you love Zumba? Do you like yoga? Do you like sports? Like, what are the kind of things that you like to do? Talk to them. How's your nutrition? How's your diet? How are you eating? You will be shocked how many women out there think that it's okay to eat 800 to 1200 calories a day and work out 2 to 3 hours a day. It boggles my mind. I'm like, girl, no wonder you're not losing weight. No wonder you're exhausted. No wonder you're hangry all the time. Come on. And ask them, do they have support or a buddy system? I always, always, always ask, do you think that you could benefit from support or accountability? Of course. Sometimes I'll get, oh, I have my husband. Okay. Are you able to eat the same thing as your husband and get the same results? No. As I'm talking, Melinda's husband's coming over here. Yeah, I just called him out. I did. But it's one thing to have support when it's your significant other, but it's another thing to have support when it's women working towards similar goals as you. You know, just throwing that out there. Then you have to ask, and this is where it's so crucial to be confident. Are you open to trying something new? Are you open to trying something? Are you open to trying a workout from home? Being a part of an online community? Working with a coach? Maybe trying Shakeology? Maybe something that you've talked to them about. Maybe they're lacking nutrition. Maybe they don't eat any vegetables. That's when you bring up Shakeology. You help them build their confidence. Their confidence within you. That means you need to be your best challenger. You need to be relatable. Not always talking about perfection. Not always talking about how it's easy to be on your journey. And you need to celebrate your own small successes, ladies. Got it? Celebrate your own small successes. Because that's going to help build their confidence within themselves too. I don't want to hear, I've only lost 1 pound ever again. I want to hear, I freaking lost 1 pound. Okay? Idea number 2. You can talk about a challenge pack. Get them the best deal. Oh, sorry. Idea number 1. This is where you give the breakdown of each package, of each program, or of each package of each program. So like I talked about, the program, the challenge pack, the kickstart, the all access. I really want you guys highlighting the all access and the needs. You know, and what I can actually do after this, I will create a doc in the big team page, and I will share my breakdown of the all access pass and all the programs and stuff. So you guys can create it, copy and paste it in your own words, you know. Maybe take out 1 or 2 of my exclamation points because they're a little absurd in there. So idea number 2, you could talk to them about how the challenge pack is the best deal, is the best bang for their money. You know, the cost is $160, which I always say you also get 30 days worth of Shakeology, which is 30 meals you don't have to plan or budget for. Because if you think of it, if most people think of $160, you're like, wow, that's a lot of money. You know, I have to go grocery shopping every week. I have bills to pay. I have this, and this. But when you let them know it's also 30 days or 30 meals that you don't have to plan or budget for, that helps. So you get 135 personal volume points per challenge pack. Okay? 135 personal volume points per challenge pack. And your residual PV is 90. That means you're going to have 90 personal volume points every month if they stay on Shakeology or the Performance stack. Okay? And that means your residual revenue, which means your income every month from this one person that gets a challenge pack, will be $32 every single month. And that adds up. So for idea number 2, to be a 500 PV coach, you need 6 customers. So that's 6 challenge packs. Idea number 1, you can have as many as you want based on what program and products they're getting off the customer's needs. And no matter what, you are always thinking about the customer. Okay? Always thinking about the customer. Number 3, this is something that I loved that I've actually never done. Ask your friends and family for support and for feedback. Oh wait, what did you say, Corinne? I think personal PV is 135, but team PV is only 45, which is yeah.
Because a big thing that she says in the video is how like we tend to be so focused on the challenge pack, right? I just got to get challenge pack or whatever, that we get people in challenge packs, and then after we don't even work on them developing a relationship with Shakeology and loving it. And the thing is, the challenge pack on its own is really just sort of like the way to help them get started, but it's not where the relationship ends. And a lot of us tend to like think that's where it ends. Right. And you really want to develop that so that they develop their relationship with the products, and then they'll continue, and then their next orders, like their next Shakeology, will be 90.
Right. Awesome. Thank you for adding that
point, because she's like really. You know, you had mentioned it earlier too, Vicki, about something about like nurturing your clients or whatever. And so that is such an important part of it. And like she's saying, pushing challenge packs and like sort of like going off to find the next challenge pack person is the opposite of what a 500 PV coach does. Right. Which I found that enlightening.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you. So number 3, ask friends and family for support and feedback. So simply say, I'm doing something that matters to me, and here's why. So you can be saying, I'm doing Beachbody coaching, and I'm currently doing a program called Shift Shop, and I'm absolutely loving it, and I want to expand it to other people. And you know, it's helped me with mental clarity. It's helped me become stronger internally and externally. It's X, Y, and Z. And then you can say, I'm asking the people closest to me for support and feedback on products that I'll be recommending or that I recommend. Are you open to supporting me and helping me? So what you're doing is you're asking your girlfriends, your sister-in-law, your aunts, your cousins, people that are close to you, and you're asking them simply, hey, you want to try something with me that I've been doing that I love? I just want your support. I want some feedback. You can talk to them. You can talk to them about Shakeology. Any one of those moms, especially moms in your close niche with picky eaters, you can talk to them about Daily Sunshine. Any CrossFitters, any people that do intense exercise, runners, you can talk to them about the Performance Stack. Or anybody, you can talk to them about the All Access Pass. See, you're not offering all these people challenge packs. You're not offering them, a great grand bundle of, signing up with a challenge pack as a coach. You're not offering that. All you're offering them is you want their support. You want feedback from them, how they're liking it. Get them involved in your challenge group, whether their kids are on Daily Sunshine, whether they're drinking Shakeology, whether they're doing the All Access Pass. Get them involved in your challenge group and invest and nurture them. Invest time in them and nurture them. And then at the end of 7 days, 2 weeks, 30 days, or whatever, you have a story to share. You have a testimonial. And then you can go from there. Okay, now we're going to talk about activity. This is the bread and butter in our business, or at least it is in my business, which are groups and challenge groups. I love challenge groups because I think they're a lot of fun. Yes, sometimes they're super quiet and you're probably the only cheerleader and they're like, yay, where's everybody at? Sometimes that happens and that's okay. But as long as you're showing up every single day, people are still in there watching. People are still, maybe you need to personal message them every once in a while and be like, okay, I need your support just as much as you need mine. So let's do this together. But in so you're going to want to run challenge groups every single month, which are time sensitive. You're going to want to run free groups every single month. which is where you develop trust in people, which is where people develop trust in you as a coach. Special interest groups. This was really exciting or really cool to hear. She talks about, you know, maybe you have free groups. So like I do clean eating group, or I've done self-love group, you know, like every day is a different affirmation that we talk about. Anything that you like to do. I know some girls have done crock pot groups, or, you know, 30-day organizational groups, or, you know, just things outside of Beachbody coaching or Beachbody challenge groups. And that's intertwines with special interest groups. You can do, a 5-day flat belly challenge. You can do, you know, anything, a water challenge, squat challenge, ab challenge, you know, yes, squat till you drop. Yep. In your VIP group. So here's the thing. This is what I started to do a couple months ago. I run a monthly team-wide challenge group that y'all are aware of. And then I have my VIP ongoing accountability group just for my PS coaches and customers. And every time they graduate from a challenge group, they can come on in. So it's ongoing. I don't have a special guide in there. We're all just, who's in that group? Just out of curiosity. I know some of my PS coaches are in there. All right. But every day we're showing up. And if you're not showing up, remember to be the best challenger. Not going to name any names, but so create a VIP group just for your people, just so you could always nurture them and love on them and give what they signed up for, right? Because yes, people love signing up for team-wide challenge groups. Yes, we like to join our upline or their upline to do team-wide stuff together. But the thing of it is, we got to remember our customers and our coaches signed up with who? You. Not me, not Allison, not Andrea, not Joelle, but you. So you have to keep something special for them, for just them. And in there, you can create customers who influence others. Remember? So you could talk about like, hey, if you're doing incentives or if there's a little competition, you could talk about if, you know, for Monday, we're going to post a motivational quote on our wall. Everyone could post outside the challenge group. And you can tag each other. Talk about raving fan referrals. So you can share your girls or guys if you work with guys and girls, but you can share their progress and stuff on your pages. You can shout them out. It's part of the 4 vital behaviors. You can get recognition, and then you can tag them. And like I said before, their friends and stuff are going to be commenting on their posts. So like I also said before, don't go and be like, oh, I'll help your friends. Convince them, or not convince them, but talk to them about how they can be helped. Here's another thing that I loved. Ask to buddy up. Yes, you have this awesome VIP accountability group, but do you have a girlfriend or a sister or someone close to you that wants to do this too? Like, have you guys ever asked someone that? I have a girl actually in my challenge group. Her name's Amanda, and she's been doing Shift Shop. She's been sharing her Shift Shop journey ever since day one. And I had no idea. One of her friends watched her journey. She bought Shift Shop from somewhere, and she's been doing it alongside with her. And I'm like, this is freaking awesome, just because she's been posting on her social media. So she buddied up. Ask them to buddy up. Share your customer and buddy stories. Instead of just sharing, hey, this is my girl Danny. She lost 20 pounds, which is freaking awesome, by the way. I know I'm like picking on Danny all night long, but you could say, look at what Danny and her friend did together. You know, if you start having them buddy up, you can share things together. Or maybe you have a couple doing it together, you know, a significant couple or roommates that live together that are doing it together. You can share that success story too. You can also offer incentives. I know people have sent out personal development books before. You could do like $5 Starbucks cards. You can do Amazon gift cards. But I always say, if you are a 500 PV coach, yes, you can afford to do incentives. So we're just going to play it that way, right? Because I don't want you guys spending money out of pocket that you're not actually getting it. Okay. So I think one thing that we're going to start to do together is we're going to expand our team's confidence with products. So maybe something that me and some of the leaders, and I'm a peacock, so this is something that just flew out of my tuchus. But maybe once a week, one of the leaders can highlight a product or Shakeology or talk about the details and how it's helped them or things. So it helps us as a team become more confident in them. Does that make sense? And I have some pretty good leaders on this team. I'm sure a lot of them will step up and help us sister out. Okay, that's good. Okay, so Shakeology helps. I'm going to touch on Shakeology real quick. It helps so many different people with so many different, I don't want to call them ailments, but so it helps with my hypothyroidism. It helps others with getting in their veggies. It helps with irritable bowel syndrome. It helps so many different people in different ways. And I think that when you really channel who you are and the type of avatar or customer that you want to help, you can start talking about those points, right? So sometimes I'll highlight a different ingredient in Shakeology and how it's good for people with hypothyroidism. Or, you know, if I talk about how I lose my hair and I get split nails because of hypothyroidism, and Shakeology helps, you know, helps those things grow. Other people talk about with IBS, they talk about how Shakeology helps them regulate their digestive system. Yes, it's not always fun to talk about shit, literally. But, I mean, so many people struggle with so many common issues that if you're in touch with who you are and the avatar that you want to create, you can highlight the, and it really does taste good. See, I told you you were crazy at first. I told you. But one thing that I want to ask everyone to do, and not everyone, because I know not everyone is video confident yet, and that's completely fine. But I would love for us together as a team, come up with videos 3 to 5 minutes long of the best of, you know, like you could either highlight what Shakeology has done for you, what 21 Day Fix has done for you, what Piyo has done for you, whatever product or program that you have done that you have fell in love with, that you absolutely love. You can talk about that in a 3 to 5 minute video. Talk about what it's done for you, and we can keep them in links in the big team page. So anytime that we're talking to a customer, we can grab that video and send it to them. Does that make sense? Would anyone on here be open to doing that? Perfect. Awesome. Yay. Good. Okay. Okay. So as a leader, this is something that I'm going to start doing because I don't want to continue just highlighting. Yes, it helps me not to binge eat too. This is something that I want to start highlighting because I know that my biggest recognition is the top 10 board. And I've always done that. And I like to highlight that because it shows working activity every single week, right? Because it's about personal volume. If you guys didn't know, now you know. It's about personal volume. So I really want to get big on recognizing not just the top 10, but in our big team page by yourselves, I want to start highlighting personal volume points. Because I think recognition is huge. And I know personally when I get recognized, it makes me want to work harder. It makes me want to be back on that board again. And it's not just because I'd like to be recognized. It shows that I'm actually helping people and I'm continually, my efforts are continuous. We are going to this is what I should have said. We are going to have the best live training video contest. And so I want to do something exciting with you guys. Actually, this is something that I should have kept till the end, but this is something that I want to do with you guys. And I'm going to think, like I said, I'm a peacock and I don't always come with like the plan ahead of me before I jump and then I create it as I go. So just bear with me. But I want you guys all to think of a topic, something that has helped you. Maybe it's getting water intake in. You know, I've always struggled with getting water intake in. So I created the rubber band system where I wrap 5 rubber bands around my water bottle. So that's 125 ounces right? And a 25-ounce water bottle. Anyways, so every time you refill it, you take a rubber band off. So I could create a training video of how to get water intake in, okay? Or you could do a training video of how to do the perfect squat. Or you can do a training video. You could do a training video on anything. And I want this, like I said, I'm going to come up with a system. So don't like jump in and send me your video tonight and be like, I get it, I did it, I win. This is something that I want you guys to do to help build your confidence when it comes to talking about what it is that you love, talking to other people, and being comfortable in front of a camera. Because let's be real, we all need to be comfortable in front of a camera because we're putting ourselves out there in front of other people, right? And if we're showing that we lack confidence, it's not going to make them be confident in us. So going back to being the best challenger, become your best challenger, and that will help. Also, as a leader, I'm going to help teach the Beachbody story and teach sponsoring conversations, which means how to sign people up. I'm going to get better for you because I want us to run this together. I'm not going to hold hands. I'm not going to join every single conversation that you're going to be in, but I will be doing live videos on our big team page. I am going to be adding videos to the Unstoppable Misfits team page, and I'm going to be asking leaders on our group to do the same thing because I think it's very important to hear from different sides because not everyone's a peacock like me. You know, so we have some rhinos, some owls, some golden retrievers, and I think it's really good. And some of you guys are looking at me like, what are these animals that she's saying? If you did the team training, you would know, just saying. Yeah, Angie. But I think it's important to hear different ways that people do certain things. And so you can find what works for you. Okay, this is huge. So I want you guys to think about this for a second. I want you to ask yourself, what's the experience you want a coach on your team to have? Actually, I want you guys to share that in the chat box. What is the experience that you want a coach on your team to have? Community, family, helping people have fun, stay positive, and feel supported when it comes to fitness and nutrition. Love it. Oh my gosh, real quick, Hillary, that's freaking awesome that your cholesterol is normal for the first time in your life. That's awesome because of Shakeology. Not be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's personal, business, etc. Support and motivation. I want them to feel like they have found their family. Yes, I love these. Self-confidence and love. I want them to feel supported in their goals, build strong relationships with other like-minded people. Sisterhood, support, and making health and wellness fun, finding purpose. I love these. Self-love and community, confidence in yourself. These are beautiful, you guys, and you can and you are, excuse me, you are the perfect coach to teach these to your coaches. And one thing I think we need to remember is we need to, yes, body acceptance, Victoria. I love that. Thank you. One thing that I think we need to remember is nobody is perfect. Okay? We're going to fail. As a leader, I fail. As coaches, we fail. Sometimes we're not the best challenger. Sometimes we're not the best coach. But the thing of it is, we need to be more forgiving in ourselves and not expect so much out of ourselves and other people. Yes, I am here to support you. Yes, your upline is here to support you. Yes, your fellow coaches are here to support you. But we need to remember that people mess up. We mess up every day. And if we forget to do our power hour or we, eat more pizza than is allowed in our meal plan or whatever, we need to be more forgiving and realize that we are human. And the great thing about this business is that we can still move forward and be successful no matter what happened yesterday or last month or last year. So I think that we need to shake off this idea of being perfect and having the perfect Instagram feed and, you know, having the perfect workout attire or, you know, the perfect time schedule because, you know, you're a hot mess mom and your schedule depends on your kids. Like we need to be more forgiving and realize that life is not perfect. We're never going to be perfect, but it doesn't mean that we can't be successful. And the more that you focus, like I'm reading, if you guys need any good leadership PD, get No Limits by John Maxwell. It's freaking awesome. But he always talks about awareness and becoming aware of the things that you are doing every day and focusing on what those things are that's helping you get to where you want to be and what those things are that's preventing you from getting you to where you want to be. And awareness is huge because a lot of the times we're just going through our day-to-day lives. And if we don't get as much done as we wanted, what do? We get really down on ourselves. And maybe the next day we pull back from our business or we pull back from our health and fitness or, you know, but if we start becoming aware and forgiving, then we can move forward. We're like, okay, well, this didn't work out because of X, Y, and Z. So I need to forgive myself. This is fine. You are forgiven, however you forgive yourself, and then you can move forward the next day. So I want you guys to always remember that it's okay not to be perfect. Nobody needs to be perfect. If you don't hit your 500 PV every month, that's completely fine. Forgive yourself. But I want this to be something that's huge, like that could be, I don't want to say heavy on our hearts because that's not the right thing that I'm trying to say, but I want it to be something that we can hold dear because we can see what it can do for our lives and our fellow coaches' lives and their coaches' lives and their coaches' lives, because we're in this business for more than just ourselves, right? We're in this business to help others more than just ourselves, right? Anybody? Okay. So if you are, we need to start treating this business like a business, showing how to love toughly on people, right? It's okay to call your challengers out in challenge groups if they ain't showing up because they know exactly what they were signing up for. But remember to meet them where they are. Personal message them, check in on them. Even after they become your challenger, personal message them. Send them, hey girls, send them how you doing. They don't ever get removed from your life because they bought a challenge pack. I know I only shared one of those slides today. So thank you anyways, Corinne, for sharing that. I'm going to share that video so you guys can watch more in depth and hopefully take better notes because I know I was all over the place tonight. But like I said, this is something that I really wanted to share with you guys because I want to see you guys successful. I want to see you guys loving what you're doing and actually getting something from it. And I'm not saying that the community and the support and your own personal progress isn't something, but I know that a lot of your why for signing up as a Beachbody coach has an income influence. And I want to see you guys getting success in that area. And it doesn't mean that you're not successful because you lost 6 pounds or you lost 20 pounds or you lost 100 pounds. That's great success too. But I know that you guys all have big hopes and dreams for your families and for your future. And I want to help you in every area to get successful. And I think that when we start focusing on treating this business like an actual business and sticking to our priorities to help us get to where we want to be, we can do this and we can do this together. And I never want you guys to feel alone. I never want you guys to feel isolated. I never want you guys to feel alienated. I want you guys to always be able to lean in, be that person that you want on your team, be the best challenger that you can be, and we can do this together. Anybody in? Anyone joining me? Hallelujah. Can I get something? All right. I'm going to, before I end the recording, I'm going to go through here real quick to see if there's any questions. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, I love Corinne. You said you're qualified enough to ask those questions. Yes, as a Beachbody coach, you can ask the tricky questions. And I think a lot of us get scared to do that, but I love that you said that. Corinne, oh, mine is unite women to help improve the health and wellness of 10,000 people by making fitness and nutrition a fun, positive, and supportive experience. Yes, I love that. I just had a girl block me who was so excited to be a coach, but must have got annoyed at me following up with her. Tried to not get discouraged, but dang. And you know what? It could not have been you too, because it could be anything. Trust me. There's all different reasons why people do things. Like I've had people that I thought were like going to sign up, or we're in the middle of signing up, and then I don't hear from them for like 2 months, and then they're like, oh my God, my boyfriend didn't like Beachbody. He thought it was a cult. And I'm like, what does that have to do with me? Like, I'm your friend now. What? Weird stuff. Just brush that off and move forward. That's the issue I'm having. My family sees me and knows I'm a Beachbody coach, but they end up signing up at the gym or saying, you're so motivating. Maybe you need to talk to them, Melinda. Maybe you just need to be like, why would you rather sign up at the gym than try a workout at home? Or you know what? If you like working out at the gym, guess what? You could try the all access pass at the gym. I know Dana, is Dana on here? Dana is the coach on our team, and she's always working out at the gym doing the all access pass or streaming at the gym. So that's something that you can talk to them too. Oh my gosh, binge eating on 20 Shakeology balls. Yes, don't do that. Okay. Yes, the most successful people do fail. I heard that on the Rob Dial podcast, actually. That's funny. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So thanks for watching the recording.